Hey YouTube, back again. In the process of changing the oil on my Saab 2000 Saab 9.5 station wagon, and I ran into a problem. Okay, the oil drain plug bolt. I don't know if it's just real soft metal or if it was rusted or what. It just rounded off like no tomorrow. There was no getting it off, not even with vice grips. So I wanted to show you what I did to solve that problem. Those of you that are familiar with my channel, you know that I'm a welder, fabricator. This is my shop. Everlast Power i-MIG 200, Everlast Power Plasma 50, plasma cutter. Here's my shop. There's the car that I'm working on. This is my own personal vehicle. Okay, so I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do or how I was going to address this problem to get that bolt out of there. So here's what I came up with. It's messy. Before I show you, it's messy. It's dirty. It's not the way to do it. It's not a permanent fix, but it solved the problem. It got the bolt out. So here's what I did. I climbed underneath that car. I got in my box of nuts and bolts for crap that I just had laying around. I believe this was an old lug nut or something like that. Not sure. It's 3/4, but it had a deep enough shank and it was big enough where I felt like I could put a hex head socket on there and I would be able to grab a hold of it well if I had to fight this thing off. While I was under the car, that's why these welds look so terrible, and because there's grime and crap on this and I didn't really clean it off, I welded this. Okay, I welded all the way around it. It's very, very sloppy, like I said, but it's welded all the way around. And then I got under there with a 3/4 inch socket and ratchet, and it came right out. Okay, now I don't have a spare drain plug, so I will be putting this back in. I'm going to probably run a tap down these threads and clean this up, and I'll be putting that back in temporary. If you watch my other videos, I'm doing a seafoam project on this thing, trying to clean out the oil system on it, so there's going to be at least 4 more oil changes here within a very short period of time, so I'm not too concerned about this, and it will hold on, but I can order in the proper oil pan drain plug from someplace and replace this on the last time I changed the oil, and then we should be good to go. But I just wanted to show you that. If you got, not everybody's got a welder, but if you ever run into this kind of problem, you know, this is just typical problem solving, you know, experiment. Try to come up with things. Don't throw in the towel. I could have got pissed off and said, oh fuck, now I got to pull the whole oil pan off and buy a new oil pan, or, you know, sit there and spend hours upon hours trying to get this thing out with no progress. This took me 10 minutes, 15 minutes total, you know, to get my welder plugged in, turned on, get under the car, what have you, and weld it all up, and it came out with no hesitation whatsoever. So just wanted to show you guys that, just a little helpful tip that might help some of you guys out. Doesn't just apply to that, applies to pretty much any bolt. If you round it off and you feel like you can weld another bolt to it, have at it. Get it out of there. Do what you need to do to get it out. Alright, talk to you guys later. Subscribe, comment, like, and thanks for watching and the support.